Hey everyone, here's the easy peasy knives only challenge preceded by the Village of Shadows run because why not? After beating the game once, the extra content shop is unlocked. Buy the Karambit knife. This is Chris's knife and it's only 10,000 CP. It'll make the challenge a lot easier. You can only buy it after beating the game once. You can also buy the lightsaber, but that requires way more work since you have to beat all the stages of the mercenaries with at least an SS rank, and ain't nobody got time for that. Start a new game plus file and select casual. Unless you're a masochist, then you do you. But when doing a new game plus, you'll keep all of your stuff from your previous gameplay. You'll still have to buy the Karambit knife from the Duke, so for now just equip your peasant knife and don't use any other weapons until then. Go through the game until you get to the first Lycan fight. Realize that you suck, even on casual, because you went straight for the Lycan without trying to attack, and then go to the little building to the right to get ingredients to make the magic medicine. After acknowledging you're no match for the Lycan, just go into the house, get the bolt cutters, and get out of there. You're supposed to lose the big Lycan fight, so just hide in areas and run around trying not to die until the cutscene plays out. You could get items after the cutscene, but I just skipped them since I was going for the under 3-hour achievement, and you don't really need any items for this run. You can buy healing items if you want, but you won't really need them. The game will actually heal you at certain spots, and you might still have some leftover items from the previous save file. For example, after the cutscene where you meet the Dimitrescu, Ethan will actually heal himself to full health with some of the plot medicine. Fight the first vampire. The gunshot to the window in the cutscene won't count as failing the challenge, so just give her a good few shanks and move on. Side note, I found the one missing ball I didn't get in my gameplay and I'm pretty salty at how easy it was to find. Lady D helps you get out of the room and you continue on your way. Forgot to mention, you also get a free heal after she cuts off your hand. These were the only 2 free heals I could remember though, so maybe you do want to get some health potions for later? I don't know. After feeling guilty from killing the first innocent daughter, I didn't want to spill any more blood and I decided I was going to end it all with a pipe bomb. I found a nice little corner and started saying my goodbyes to this run, but the game had other plans. We thought we were going to the afterlife, but instead we glitched the castle. At least we don't have to kill the other 2 now. Hey, it's Lady D looking as voluptuous as ever. We hop back into bounds to go to the castle and start our first boss fight. Things are still a little glitchy because Lady D is invisible, but it'll probably get better afterwards. When you start the actual fight, try to stay behind her and keep attacking her legs. If she summons the bugs, you can go hide in the tower. After a while, they'll leave you alone and you can go back to working on them calves. After some stabs, she'll eventually go down. At House Benevento, you just do the spooky escape room and get out. There's no real fighting, so nothing different here. As you go to Moreau's area, there's a scary big boy that comes for you. Just ignore him like all your adult responsibilities because you have a child to save. There's kind of a few Lycans over by the Boki, but as long as you move with a purpose, you won't have to fight anything. Alright, so technically you are allowed to shoot stuff, like this area where you have to make the thingy fall down. As long as you don't shoot enemies, you're fine, but if you suck at shooting like I do, then all of your warning shots will still let you get that achievement. For the boss fight, you actually want to be super aggressive and get right in his face, mouth section. If he pushes you away, just get back up and keep going at him. If you're hearing these noises from Ethan and Moreau, then you know you're doing it right. Remember kids, no means no. Hopefully you learned how to block by now. If you don't know how to, just hold the blocking button and walk through the Lycans. You'll eventually make it past them. For Urias, just keep doing circles around him while stabbing her on his legs. It'll be good practice for a later boss, and with enough stabs, Urias will go down.
Eat shit.
The factory.
Got a long way to go.
Either be a scrub and get lost until you eventually forge the items you need to get to Heisenberg, or learn how to read the map so you don't waste more time than you care to admit trying to get through. When you get to the giant fan section, you can use your gun, but be careful not to hit the other soldats that show up. Oh, and this place. This place will require a gunshot, but no enemies, so all good. When it comes to helicopter guy, just try to maximize your stab damage by using both parts of the Karambit knife animation and you'll eventually kill him. For the Heisenberg fight, you can use a machine gun and cannon for the first part of the fight, but once you're on foot, you have to get up close and go for his face or whatever gooey parts you can manage to stab. When the scene plays out where you get the cannon again, you are allowed to take the shot, so go for it. When you play with Chris, stick to the knife. You do have to use a laser pointer for this section to continue on, but you shouldn't use it anywhere else. Speaking of not using the laser, the upcoming boss fight is normally supposed to be beaten with the laser, but you cannot use it. And the only easy enough spot to hit that will deal damage with the knife is on his left leg. Sometimes you can stun lock him and get some good damage in, but this fight will probably be the longest you have to do in the knife only challenge. It took about like 5 minutes. For the final boss fight, just keep stabbing away at Miranda. Miranda. There are parts like when she's flying around that I wasn't sure I was even hurting her. Just keep stabbing in her general direction, and even though it seems like she's not taking damage, she'll eventually die. When she does this, That means you basically beat her and now you have to use your gun. Don't worry, this is also one of those places where you can use a gun for a knife only challenge. So, alright, well, that's all for the knife only challenge. So, I'll see you in the next one. Bye! And we're back. But this time I meant to do that because now we have the Village of Shadows difficulty to finish. First things first, if you can, get the infinite ammo for the stake. Unfortunately, it's super pricey and you have to fully upgrade it, so I settled for the infinite ammo on the grenade launcher. Let's stick to New Game Plus and go right into it. While looking through the achievements, we find an easy challenge that we can do while completing the Village of Shadows difficulty. All we have to do is move the ball from the bedroom into the study. We find the ball and put the baby down so she doesn't get hurt, but immediately proceed to get the ball stuck. We use the pro closing opening door strats to get the ball out, only to get it stuck a second later. The run's already off to a great start. But hey, we have a rocket launcher with infinite ammo, and with how easy everything was doing that knife only challenge, this is still gonna be really fun. We have our first Lycan fight. Last time he got the better of us in the knife only challenge, but this time we're ready. We get that pro block in, get our launcher ready, and bam! I'm sorry, what? Hold on. What?
What the hell?
Yeah, exactly, Ethan. No idea why that took so many shots, but we're going to press on. Alright, this is where things are going to get exciting. We can take down Urias during the Lycan attack for that other challenge, plus we'll be able to just slaughter all these Lycans now. Except they're not dying, and they're actually slowly getting closer. And one hit does how much damage? So after 5 game overs, I said screw it. So I went back to the extra content shop and bought all the concept art and all the figures. I'm not about to fully upgrade the stake and get the infinite ammo for Village of Shadows. That would be the smart thing to do, and there is a glitch where you can trick the game into thinking you have a weapon fully upgraded and then getting the infinite ammo for it while still keeping your money, but you still need a lot of money to get the stake fully upgraded. So yeah, no, sucks to suck. I'll post the concept art and figures in another video, so keep an eye out for that. While we wait until everything gets purchased, I'd like to thank all the people who donated to the Patreon. Without you, this video wouldn't be possible.